All right, folks, welcome back to the channel and back to the workshop. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, and it's a good setting for the topic this week. I'm not going to show you how to do a specific project, but I'm going to talk to you about what I've been doing in the workshop lately, what I want to do more of, and specifically what the future of this channel is going to be going forward, which sounds ominous, but it's not. I could have decided to go with some kind of title for this video, like why I'm quitting YouTube or something like that, but that wouldn't be accurate. But I do want to be transparent with you about where I'm at right now, and want to bring you up to speed on what I want to do more of. So if you have been a weekly watcher of my channel for the last 2.5, almost 3 years now, then you've noticed that I've tried to be pretty consistent with the postings. I've tried to do them on a weekly basis at Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And for the most part, I've been able to maintain that until this summer. Specifically the last couple months or so, I think I've fallen off of that frequency. And the basic, nutshell reason is I'm burned out. I've just, doing this by myself has been fun, obviously. That's why I do it. And I've loved the travel, but all of it's kind of taken a toll on me. And this summer kind of came to a head. You can only try to stay ahead of burnout so much. And, while the response to the channel has been fantastic and I really appreciate everyone's support, the bottom line for me was that all the content that I've got upstairs waiting to be edited just felt overwhelming. And more specific than that, the way that YouTube operates became overwhelming. So if any of you have a YouTube channel, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically the algorithm that pushes out your videos to more audience basically rewards you if you are a frequent, consistent poster of videos. And they don't tell you specifically how many you need to be posting. I think what their deal is they want you to be a consistent provider of content for the platform, and they'll reward you if you play the game, basically. Well, playing the game is what burned me out, not Hickory golf or anything else. Trying to come up with a well-polished quality video that I was satisfied with on a weekly basis just became too much for me to do consistently. And I realized that I was starting to cut corners on editing, trying different things on the golf course to try to limit the amount of editing time that I had to do. Some of which includes the sounds of the round videos that some of you have enjoyed. But other people like the narration. Well, the narration takes a lot of extra time for me. So I'm trying to do both, satisfy both audiences with content, all the while maintaining a weekly frequency of posting. Well, I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. If I had 2 of me or 3 of me, then maybe I could. But the amount of time that it takes to do one video is, I've kind of calculated the hours, and it's about 3 days worth of pretty consistent activity on the different stages of editing. There's a whole lot that goes into doing the, first chopping up the individual shots from a full round, and then I go in and I put the shot tracer on if I need to. And then there's the graphics that go on top of all that. And each of those stages takes time, obviously. And I calculated it takes about 3 full working days of time per video. Well, that doesn't take into account all the other stuff that I want to do around the house, project-wise. We're living in a fixer-upper right now, and I haven't been doing a lot of fixing of the upper. So I need to do more of that. I need to reprioritize my time in that way. And also, as it pertains to where we're sitting right now in the workshop, I've got projects that I started on in the spring that I haven't been able to do anything else with. I've got a bunch of clubs that need to be refurbished and put together into sets. And basically, I got away from the things that I really enjoyed and was passionate about with Hickory golf because I was trying to grow this channel. And I don't know if I would have figured this out until I came to the moment that I'm at right now. But basically, what I'm trying to say with all of this is I'm going to continue posting videos. I'm going to continue sharing my passion for Hickory golf and golf history. And but I'm not going to play the YouTube game anymore. And what that means is I'm not going to be trying to post to please the algorithm. I'm going to post to please myself and the people that appreciate what I do and what I'm interested in. When I started this channel almost 3 years ago, it was a passion project where it was basically me sharing with whoever wanted to watch my interest in hickory golf and golf history. And I realized that I got away from that as the channel got bigger. And it's by no means, this huge, channel. But the temptation to do the things that YouTube rewards you for to make your channel bigger started to kind of take a hold of me this summer and earlier this year when I hit 1,000 subscribers and became a YouTube partner. All of that stuff is nice, but other channels that I watch that have nothing to do with golf, there's kind of a consistent thing that happens at a certain point with really, really big channels where the person who runs the channel is basically making their living off of the YouTube revenue that they generate from their channel. And they become handcuffed to it because they can't do anything else. Like if they don't make a video on the frequency that they need to please YouTube and to satisfy their audience, they'll lose money, literally, they'll lose their livelihood. So I kind of looked at, I don't know what the ceiling is for a YouTube channel about hickory golf, but I started to look ahead and say, well, what's the best case scenario here for the channel? Like it gets big and I start to make money off of the revenue that I can't turn away. And then all of a sudden I have to do this as a job more than just a passion project. And I've tried to treat all of this as a job, which is my way of taking it seriously and not just being flippant about how I do this. But at the same time, the aspect of treating it as a job where you have to do it or you lose all of the money that you've put into it or whatever, that is not an appealing prospect for me. I don't want to get to that point with this because it's basically going to mean that I start to resent all of the things that I have to do for the channel, and I don't want to do that. Like I enjoy the editing, I enjoy making the videos, I obviously enjoy golfing, and I don't want what I'm doing with the channel to undercut my enjoyment of those things. And really the person I'm blaming here, or the thing that I'm blaming here is the illusion, not illusion, I think, I don't know how to say this exactly, but I think that anybody who starts a YouTube channel obviously starts it because it's a passion project, but then inevitably they start to do things that satisfy YouTube more than satisfy them because they get these little carrots that they get pushed out that say, hey, you reached 1,000 subscribers, now you can make money off the ads. And you reach these milestones and these benchmarks that make you think, oh, it's going to get bigger and bigger. And then the other side of that coin is things that you're really excited about that you take time to edit and publish don't get picked up by the algorithm. Like for whatever reason, the algorithm decides this isn't going to be as popular as this thing you posted. And so something that you're really excited to share just doesn't get seen. And the specific example I can give of that is my first round in Scotland at Port Mahomet with Andy Groh. Maybe it's because I, did something weird with the title or the thumbnail or what, but that video has not taken off. It's been buried in my top 10 videos over the last 6 months, which is basically just the way that YouTube kind of tells me what videos are performing above expectations or below expectations. And for whatever reason, this video is performing below expectations. I'm super excited for people to see that video because I think it's one of the most beautiful videos, golf videos I've ever shot. It's all specifically because of the golf course, not my own editing or video capabilities, but that course is beautiful. The whole experience was magical, and I just really wanted that to be a video that a lot of people got to see, if only to inspire them to try to get over to Scotland sometime and do it themselves. And that was probably the video where it kind of struck me that I'm doing a lot of things to satisfy YouTube, and I'm not really getting the reciprocal kind of treatment, in my opinion. I'm not asking for more money or anything like that. I just feel like if I'm going to put the time and effort into something that I'm real excited to share with you, then it really upsets me if the algorithm does anything to limit the exposure of that for whatever reason. So that's all my way of saying that I'm not going to play the YouTube game anymore. And, for that reason, I'm probably going to limit this channel's growth. That's fine with me at this point. I mean, the people who are watching these videos, the people, that's watching this video right now, I'm confident in saying you watch the videos because you share my interest and passion for Hickory golf and golf history. And you don't care if I do a lot of stuff to make this channel a huge deal, as long as I'm sharing my passion. So that was kind of a, I don't know, it was a significant event this summer for me, where I felt like I was at a crossroads where, I think the easy way would have been to say, I'm burned out from all of this, I got to just take a step back and not do it anymore. Or let it sit for a little bit like I did, come up with a more reasonable, rational response to what I was feeling. And I feel pretty confident that what I have figured out in that thought process is that I'm not burned out from all of this. I enjoy doing this and I want to do more of this. I've got clubs that I want to show you that I'll show you in a second that I'm working on, and things that I'm excited to do in the future with Andy Groh and other collaborators. So this is by no means, the end to what I'm doing with Hickory Hacker, but it is a crucial turning point for me where I need to get back to what I'm passionate about and stop wasting my time and effort doing things to satisfy YouTube in order to try to make this channel grow larger. I'm not really interested in doing that anymore. So specifically for you, what this means is make sure that you, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you click the little ding button, the bell button next to the subscribe, so that you're notified when I post videos, because I'm not going to be posting them on a weekly basis anymore. I'm going to post them when I have time to do it and when I can show you something that I'm really interested in and passionate about. And I have a dozen course vlogs upstairs waiting to be edited that all fall into that category of things that I'm excited to share with you. But if I was to push those out on a weekly basis for the rest of the summer into the fall, you wouldn't be seeing what I think is, my best work, because I would be trying to push these out to satisfy YouTube and not satisfy myself or you as the audience. So I hope you'll be patient with me in the process in between videos where I'm not posting as frequently. But the priority for me going forward is to make sure that I'm producing the quality content that I'm satisfied with at a frequency that I can maintain comfortably and still be able to do the things that I want to do down here in my workshop and, of course, to this house, which is a responsibility that I've neglected, trying to do this channel the way that I've been doing it. So again, this is an opportunity then to thank all the Hacker backers and Patreon folks that have donated money on a monthly basis to support what I'm doing. I really appreciate that. And I have a lot of content that I want to share with you guys exclusively as a thank you for supporting the channel. But that said, I also recognize that a lot of you don't demand the extra content in exchange for the support. You just appreciate what I do, and that means the world to me. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to take a step back and recalibrate my mind around what I'm doing with this channel so that I can do it better and in a way that's more sustainable for me. Because I know a lot of you enjoy it, and I enjoy the fact that you enjoy it. I mean, that's the fuel that I get and the motivation that I get to keep doing this. YouTube channels are not easy to do. I can say that firsthand now. I assumed that before I got into it, but I've worked harder on building this channel than anything else I've ever done in my professional life. That includes making magazines, editing magazines, all of the stuff that I did in newspaper and publishing. It just, the man hours that it takes to do this stuff, and the constant, you're always on. You always have to be thinking about what you're going to do next. You're always looking at other people's videos to get ideas. And there's a part of that that I enjoy doing, but the motivation to do that is what burns you out, because you're constantly trying to chase after subscriptions and do the things that YouTube recommends that you do in order to get your channel the greatest amount of exposure as it can. And for one person doing that, I just don't see how it's sustainable. I mean, I've been doing it almost for 3 years now, and yeah, I'm surprised that I didn't burn myself out sooner. But I think that the pressure that I put on myself this summer to try to get the channel to go above and beyond, and I was getting little inklings of like, hey, you reached 1,000 subscribers, you can get up to 5,000 subscribers if you do this or that. All of those teasers for me distracted me from doing what I'm doing because I love it, and or why I started doing this stuff in the first place. So I don't know, I might be rambling here at this point, but I just wanted to be transparent with you guys about what I'm going through. And you know, I've watched a lot of videos for bigger channels where people are saying similar things that I'm saying right now. And I'm just grateful that I didn't get myself so far down the line to where I became handcuffed to doing this for a livelihood that I stopped enjoying it, you know. And I hear that from a lot of people, and it's too bad because, you know, a lot of passions and interests, you know, kind of die in the effort to build something bigger out of it, or build a brand out of it, or build a YouTube channel out of it. So hopefully those folks figure out how to kind of get back in love with what they were doing for their channels, so that they can enjoy those things again. I certainly did not want to poison my love of golf for a YouTube channel. I want to use the YouTube channel to share the passion with you and inspire you to do these things and play this game as well. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm burned out, but I'm feeling a lot better mentally and emotionally, especially since I've kind of come to this realization. And I'm going to keep working on videos and putting them out when I get them done and when I'm happy with them. And I hope you'll stick around to watch those as well in the future. So let's get into what I've been working on, or what I want to get back into. I mentioned the clubs. So, you know, the sets that I need to build. I'm looking off camera right now at probably a dozen at least sets that just need to be refurbished and put together for beginning Hickory players. And then I've also got some advanced sets. I got a set of Stewarts that I'm working on. That's all to say that I got some fun clubs that I want to try to get into playable condition and work on that side of Hickory Hacker again. If you've visited hickoryhacker.com, you know I've got a little showcase of clubs that are for sale. The inventory is pretty low right now on the website. I need to build that up again. And I invite you to go over there and see what's up there right now, and then keep tabs on it in the future, because I'll be posting more stuff soon. But I've got that going on. The biggest thing that I've got going on that I'm excited to get back into is what's going on right here. And these are long nose Tom Morris 1870 long nose putters that I'm working on with the help of a lot of people. So specifically Elmer Nahum and his book Practical Club Making. That's what kind of inspired this whole interest. Brad Korando, who's kind of taken me under his wing. I'm kind of his apprentice to a degree. I've worked with him in the workshop a couple times to find out his tips for making these clubs. And I have right here 4 heads that are waiting to be completed. They're all in the same stage right now. The next stage for these is to cut out or carve out the weight pocket and then pour the lead. And I'll tell you right now that I've been reluctant to get into that stage, mostly because I'm really happy with how these look right now. And I know that this next stage of pouring lead could potentially, you know, break the club and ruin it. So I'm trying to build up the confidence to get to that. But I need the time and I need the mental space to do that project. And that's what I'm trying to create for myself right now with what we're talking about today. So I'm excited to show you these. Hopefully by the end of the summer, these will be 4 complete putters. You know, they've all got different lofts, and I'll talk in the future about what my intention is with making these clubs. But the long and short of it is I want to do more feathery videos, and I want to share my love for playing golf with feathery clubs and the lane feathery ball, and then offer people the opportunity to buy those same kinds of clubs so that they can experience it too. So that's the end game with building these clubs, and also just the fact that I'm loving everything about the learning how to craft these clubs from just a block of wood. I mean, this is what these clubs started out as, just a piece of this, and I've got some pieces of 3-inch hard maple down here as well, so that I can make some longer play clubs. I mean, all of that is stuff that is going to tap into this excitement and passion that I had when I first started this channel, and I've neglected that, and I want to get back into that because that's the fuel that I need, you know, that I want to get more of, to do more of this stuff and then share it with you. So excited about that. And then, yeah, I'm excited to play golf again without the pressure of figuring out how I can turn it into content. I have some things in mind that I'm certainly going to film later this year. Andy Groh and I are going to do another little mini tour of Michigan leading up to the McNabb Cup in mid-September. So it's not like I'm going to stop filming this summer, but I'm definitely going to shift gears in my head and try to focus on filming stuff that I can do more with than just try to view it as, oh, this is this week's content. Here's another golf course I played, and leave it at that. You know, I want to be more focused with what I film and when I film, and I want to enjoy playing golf without having to carry a tripod every round. So that's the other thing I'm going to focus on the rest of this summer, is just get back into enjoying the game, and I'll share those experiences when I can. But if you've gotten through the video this long, I appreciate you for listening, and I really appreciate your support. You'll be seeing me in future videos, of course, not as frequently as you have been, but you know, as always, if you're looking for a set, beginner set, reach out to me. Email is thehickoryhacker@gmail.com. And I'm excited to get more orders in. I got a lot of clubs, folks. Hit me up. Willing to start working on stuff for you again. And yeah, I guess that's about all I have to say right now. I appreciate you folks. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Take care.